So this time we for real.
Whenever you are.
You are now tuned in to the motherfucking Ambition Hour podcast on Worth the Wait Radio. You ready?
5, 4.
Yo, and welcome to the Ambition Hour podcast. It's your girl, Adi 3000, and this is episode 51.
Yo!
Welcome to the Ambition Hour podcast. It is our 1 year anniversary, you guys. So that means that a year ago tomorrow, we premiered our first episode. Isn't that amazing?
That's wild.
That's so crazy. We dropped our first episode a year ago I think it's like the third Saturday of January of 2018. We're now in 2019, and this is such an amazing milestone. We celebrated episode 50 last week, and now we're celebrating 1 year of the Ambition Hour podcast. So grateful, so just happy, and something that I also feel like besides happy and grateful is I'm like, okay, so what is next for the Ambition Hour podcast? How can we make it better? What is it that I need to do or that we need to do as, as a podcast and as a label to make this experience for you guys even better? So I go into that whole mode because I'm like, all right, so I'm celebrating the first year of the Ambition Hour podcast. So I need to give the people more of what they want. So what I need is for you guys to go ahead and drop comments in the comment section below. If you're listening to us on SoundCloud, if you're listening to us on iTunes or our SoundCloud, wherever it is that you are with us, I appreciate that, first of all. I think now we're on like iHeart, Spotify, and like all of these amazing places.
A lot of exciting things, guys. A lot of exciting things.
Exactly. So that's the thing. So I feel grateful and I'm thankful and I'm like, oh man, I'm so happy. It's been a year that I've been doing this. But what's next? Because the goal isn't to just do 1 year. The goal is to, do many years and do more episodes and reach you guys in ways that, only I can reach you and that the Ambition Hour podcast can reach you. So I do want to say to make sure that you subscribe. Wherever it is that you're listening to us to, make sure that you subscribe. That way you get a notification each and every single time that we post something. So now, if you guys also know, DubTDub has a website. And the website has everything DubTDub. What do I mean by everything DubTDub? It has all the links to everything. It has the merchandise. You can get yourself a nice little DubTDub shirt, sweater, a little dub capsule. You can get whatever you want in the DubTDub. It's WTWrecords.com, and make sure that when you go there, you select the link of whatever it is that you want to look at. Everything is there. So just go to the website and you'll know what I'm talking about, okay? So this week we dropped a new song.
Get it.
A new I know today this is a podcast. It's just the order. A new song, a new podcast, and what else? A new video. The crowd goes wild. So we dropped a new song and a new video, both by Hav. It's Hav Get It, produced by Snappin' Beats. So y'all make sure that y'all go to YouTube and check out the video. And also listen to it on SoundCloud. If you're listening to us on SoundCloud, then you're already on the app. All you gotta do is just go to DubTDub Radio and listen to the song there. It's highlighted. We even highlighted it for you. That's how easy we make it for you guys to hear the new song that we drop each and every single week. Okay, so how was your guys' week? I'm not by myself, you guys. You guys know I'm never by myself. Like for the past I don't know how many episodes. I am with Spitz and Hav.
Yeah. So formerly known as Spitz and Hav. I mean Hav and Spitz.
They were here last week's episode. They're my audio visual guys. So they're my audio visual guys. They're my cheerleaders. They're my ad libs.
We're your teammates.
They're my teammates. Nice. We're each other's teammates.
DubTDub fam. Spam up in the chat. DubTDub fam.
Biggest fans.
So I'm very grateful to have them here with me. This episode is us being a little late. It's probably the latest episode we've ever done.
We're a little drunk, a little intoxicated.
I am not.
Yeah, we have a wild story. We need to get to
it.
Yeah,
just a tad.
Yeah, okay. The boys need a segment.
This is awesome. All right, so I'm gonna write that down real quick. So, boys' story. I need to hear this story because I didn't get to go to wherever it is that they went. I didn't get to go with them.
We plugged you in on the live though. What's good with that?
Oh
yeah.
Yeah, you guys did. You guys let me go in, but then I was just kind of like, I didn't want like the people that were on live to like expect me to do something. And then
like you guys are just performing.
Yo, I'm in my room.
Oh, that's tight.
I'm in my room.
Yeah, like I was in the living room. I was in the kitchen, so I didn't know what to really do. I'm like, yeah, I see my boys like killing it and shit, but like I was gonna be like, yes, Javier, or come on, spit that shit.
No. Period.
It's or period.
My bad. Period.
We're gonna talk about the City Girls a little bit later.
Right.
But yeah, so this is the latest episode that we have ever done. I mean, but why not, right? Like, fuck it. I did go to the girlfriends conference this past weekend. Amazing. One of my best friends in my head was there. I got to see her literally like a couple. Y'all know I love to see people up close. So I got to see her up close. And it was like, she's not a rapper. She's not a singer. You know, she's a pastor. I've talked about her before. I listened to her podcast and I just got to see her in person. And that just blew me away. I just felt like the presence of God was there, and it was just an amazing experience, and it's something that you would have to be there for, but I just really loved it. Like, it was one of the best experiences. So that's the reason, a little of the reason why the episode is a little late, Hav.
What is your biggest takeaway from the weekend?
Wow, my biggest takeaway.
And Spitz, try to come up with a question too.
Okay, so my biggest takeaway from this weekend was that through bitterness, like I have so much bitterness within me, and if I were to just use that bitterness to kind of like plant a seed of my sorrow, so that way I can like give myself to God, that's like the biggest thing that I got, that like I need to like just like hand over the bitterness that I have within me, because like I'm human, you know, like I've gone through a lot of different things in my life, and there are so many things that I'm resentful for and that I'm bitter about, and I don't recognize those things. And today I really saw that that's one of the things that's really, really holding me back, and just like fulfilling my faithfulness. You know, like I have a lot of faith in what God has planned for me, but since I hold on to a lot of bitterness, it doesn't, my blessings don't come as they should, and I don't feel like I deserve them. So I would say that that's like the biggest takeaway that I got from that convention.
Do you think there should be more of these conventions that you're going to for women, like
women?
or like should it be like promoted more? Because like I have a follower, and she's a singer. And she was saying on her story how she's glad that women support women, and she's loving the energy, and she wants to see that more often. And I said, yo, you should, hit Audie up, because that's what
that's the
tries
queen
to promote.
Right,
of course. So do you think people should promote that more, because like we should see more of women like supporting each other?
Yeah, no, for sure. I think that it's something that needs to happen a lot more, because something that I noticed, because this was just an all women's event. It was called the Girlfriends Conference. All the pastors, the majority of the pastors that were there, they were all women. And it was just very empowering, because okay, I've spoken about this before. I grew up in a Catholic household. So without really getting into religion, but I grew up in a Catholic home. So I fall in love with Sarah Jakes Roberts, who is not of the Catholic Church. So for me, like, just seeing that this conference was about, like, I knew when I was going that it was a conference that it was at a church, you know what I mean? And so it was something that I was battling with myself, because it's just like, but I'm Catholic, but I love Sarah Jakes and I believe in whatever she says, and I feel that she has a message for me. So some of these events are promoted, and you'll be so surprised how many women show up. Like, the marketing that they had for this event and the hashtags and, you know, things like that, like it was amazing. But it's also something that, like, if somebody doesn't invite you, you may not necessarily know about it. So that's why it's my job to know about these type of events and go to them, so that way I know, okay, so tomorrow, for example, there is, you know, Sarah Jakes is going to be doing a sermon, you know what I mean? And then, like, people who listen to the podcast wouldn't know about that if I didn't tell them. So that's part of the whole thing of that the Ambition Hour podcast is about. It's about bringing awareness. And it's not just about bringing awareness and what's going on out in, you know, pop culture. It's about awareness about what's going on in our hearts and our minds and our faith and our honesty. Like, just bringing awareness in all areas that is our life. You know, so yeah, so I just need to make sure that the next time that I know anything about women, that I promote it and that I'm very a part of it, because just being in a room full of women and seeing how all of us came together and just believed in the word that God had for us in today's event was amazing. I loved it. So that was like one of the best things that happened with the event. And so I wanted to talk a little bit about kind of like the other things that have been going on. Like, there's the Women's Day March that is going on that happened this Saturday. So as I was at this convention, I was also seeing pictures about the Women's March, which is going on in DC. I do have a friend who's there. First of all, it looks like it's cold as hell. So how all of these women and how all of these girls were like really at this Women's March, and just marching for a cause and like women equality, and there was women of all different races and sizes and colors, and it was just so beautiful. And something that I noticed that really caught my attention was that because, you know, for these marches, women, they make signs, you know, and so with one of the signs, they had they had Cardi B lyrics, or it wasn't it was like Cardi B lyrics, and then some of them were like because Cardi did you guys watch that video that Cardi did, that she's just like talking about how she's scared about what's going on with the government and with the government being shut down?
Yeah, I saw that. You
guys saw that video? It's very powerful, and I'm pretty sure like a lot of people didn't expect that from her, but she was so honest, and she was so honest and authentic about it. I want you to
because it's been a little bit over 3 weeks, okay? It's been a little bit over 3 weeks. Trump is now ordering, as is summoning, federal government workers to go back to work without getting paid. Now, I don't want to hear y'all motherfuckers talking about, oh, but Obama shut down the government for 17 days. Yeah, bitch, for healthcare. So your grandma could check her blood pressure, and you bitches could go check your pussy in the gynecologist with no motherfucking problem. Now, I know a lot of y'all don't care because y'all don't work for the government, or y'all probably don't even have a job, but this shit is really fucking serious, bro. This shit is crazy. Like, our country is in a hellhole right now. All for fuck you all. Like, we really need to take this serious. I feel like we need to take some action. I don't know what type of action, bitch, because this is not what I do.
I feel her on that.
Yeah, I love that part. I love that part. She's like, this is not what I do.
This is crazy, and I really feel bad for these people that gotta go to fucking work to not get motherfucking paid. Hey, y'all.
So, first of all, if anybody told me that I had to go to work and I wasn't gonna get paid, guess who not going to the office?
Yo, Cardi B for president though?
Hey, but that's the thing. So back to the Women's March. These girls, they had these signs that were basically like saying what Cardi B said. So from that video, it's like what Cardi B said, and then they would say the president is female. They had Cardi B 2020, like for her for president. And then somebody had a sign that said universal health care, so y'all can get your pussy checked at the gyno. Somebody had a sign that said that. And then one that said, us bad bitches is a gift from God. And then, yeah, so it was just awesome. The Latina community was also very present there as well. A lot of people just had like really cool like posters for this event, and I loved that hip hop was a part of it in some way. You know what I mean? Like, and it was a female artist. Now, a lot of you can argue and say, "Oh, she's not this, she's not that," but we're gonna have to face the facts. And the facts are, my dog is hip hop, and she was there. She was very present, and something that I really care about her is that she's just being who she is. You know, she's just being who she is. She's performing at this year's Grammys. Shout out to that. That's bomb. That Alicia Keys is hosting. So Alicia Keys is hosting the Grammys, and she did this really cute video of her telling her kids like that she was the one who was going to be hosting the Grammys. And her kids have no idea what the Grammys are, mind you. They're like 3 and 4 or something like that. They're very young. And so she's just like,
you saw that video?
Guess what, guys? Mommy's hosting the Grammys. And they're just like,
silence.
And then one of them starts singing. That was funny as fuck.
Yeah, no, one of them's like, what's Grammys?
Yeah,
what's Grammys? Not the Grammys. What's Grammys?
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cute. And I love that. It's so beautiful to see that as a woman, to see like a woman like Alicia Keys to host the Grammys, to have her kids, and like it just brings me to like even moments of like with Beyonce and Blue. Like there's this meme that I always see that is so funny, that is like, no matter who you are, you're still the mom with the snacks. So it's a picture of Beyonce and Blue. She took Blue to the Grammys with her, and she had snacks. So Beyonce is holding on to Blue's snacks. So it's just like, it doesn't matter who you are, like you're still a mom with the snacks. And I find that so beautiful, because something that is, women, we are there. Well, I say we, like I'm a mom, but women are, we're mothers. We're mothers, we're daughters, we're sisters. So, but one of the things that a lot of women are mothers. And that includes a lot of mothers that are in the industry. So shout out to Alicia Keys for hosting the Grammys. That's awesome. Congratulations to her. I'm pretty sure that's something that, maybe, do you guys think that she like has always wanted to do that?
No, I don't know. I don't think so. I never really known a musical act to do the Grammys.
Right.
So I feel like that's
really
is that the first time?
Are they reaching? Do they really want us to watch it?
Yeah, but Alicia Keys is not gonna make us watch the Grammys.
She's not gonna make me watch the Grammys.
But we could talk about it.
I haven't watched the Grammys in a while.
I don't think. The thing is that for me, I would rather watch the BET Awards. Or like the hip hop BET, or like the hip hop awards. Why? Because that's gonna cater to the songs and stuff and the artists that I like. You know what I mean? Like I can't watch. I won't watch the Grammys because I'm gonna see like what I'm gonna watch something that's like damn near 3 hours, and I'm only gonna see like what five categories that I actually care about, and then Cardi, like that video's gonna be up on YouTube the next day. Like, come on now. But congratulations to Alicia Keys. I wish her the best. I'm pretty sure that hosting the Grammys is not easy. Hosting a damn podcast isn't easy. So, you go, girl. You go, girl. You go, girl. I need to come up with something that like when girls do something cool, we like, yeah, girl.
A little chant.
Okay, girl. Okay, girl. Okay, no, that's not one. That's not it. I tried to freestyle it. It didn't work. I really tried to freestyle it, but it didn't work. All right, cool. So, a lot of things have been going on in politics, and it's so hard for me to really care about politics, especially when what's going on in the government is going on. I can't really say that I'm outraged, because if I was outraged, I would really be doing something about it. But for me, it's kind of just like a ground that, I leave it to the people who know what to do. But I do like to know at least a little bit about what's going on, because you just never know. And the reason why I do watch some videos is because this happened. I was watching it was on Instagram. Thank God for Instagram. I came across this guy's Instagram that is on MSNBC, and he is rapping Jay-Z lyrics. It's the best. Have you guys seen this? You guys have to hear this. He's like rapping, and I'm like, oh my god, like hip hop is even in the news. Like it's so anytime that I find hip hop anywhere that's not like normal. He said, Shawn Carter, hold on.
Teak echoes something Shawn Carter said a long time ago about a friend who was so immature, she would show out in public, throw tantrums on the floor, gotta toss a couple dollars just to shut up her holla. Well, today the Democrats say Trump is literally throwing a tantrum, and they won't toss any dollars for wall funding, no matter how much he hollers.
We saw a temper tantrum because he couldn't get his way.
He was a petulant president of the United States.
Like the show out in public, no tantrums on the floor, gotta toss a couple dollars just to shut up her holla.
Bro, this is on his Instagram. They edit the video into the news segment and posted it on Instagram. I rest my case, you guys. Hip hop has taken over. I fucking love it. I thought that was something that I had to share with you guys because I found it amusing. And something that it kind of like opens my eyes to as well is that hip hop is just so universal, because like who am I or who are we to even judge of like why wouldn't this guy know these lyrics? You know what I mean? Like it's cuz since hip hop is for everybody, you know, it's just seen like that if you listen to hip hop, you look a certain way or you work in a certain place. But that's not really the case, because hip hop is very universal. Like anybody can listen to it, and that's the beauty about it. Is that everybody is welcome to it if you're more than willing to be a part of it, and at least just be a positive influence in the culture as well. So all right, boys, I need to hear this story.
All right.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so we are downtown Hollywood or downtown Pembroke. Is that what that would be? And because we shot a good video this weekend with Bonafide Fly, Mileto Beats, directed by Mileto Beats, and Adam James. So then we're there, right? Okay, let me fast forward. Just giving it some context.
They're trying to make a promo for this video that they about to drop.
Yeah. No, because it's gonna be really fly.
Like,
no pun intended.
Yo, you gotta put your plug in. Plug. All
right. So then we were just talking about, because we wanted to eat. We saw a pizza place, and I was like, "Spitz, what's up with this pizza place?"
Pizza's life.
So then the guy who actually owns Lux was like, "Yo, you gotta go to this one pizza spot," and we're like, "All right, cool." So then we go, and then we order the pizza, and then, you know, my boy was like, "Yo, let me get a beer." It's like, "All right, give me one too." So then he goes to the bar that's right next door. So I walk in there and Spitz, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So I'm in there and I'm like ordering the beers. And so I see him start talking to these two dudes, right? I'm thinking he works with these guys. So I'm like, okay, these guys are with us in exchange. Like, yo, we're going to the strip club.
We're going to the strip club. You guys ready to get fucked up tonight? Oh, you guys are going to have a wild night tonight. It's going to be you're ready to how wild tonight's going to get? I'm like, yo, what?
Yo, the other guy, he said, yo, I'm not with all of that.
Oh, because they were talking about the strip club.
He said, I'll pay some bitches right now.
Oh,
we can fuck them right here.
No.
Yeah, I'm sitting here and I'm just like literally drinking my beer,
enjoying
all of this shit.
Trying to finish the beer as quickly as possible.
Spitz is all
out
about
of
the
there.
juice.
And then the Spitz started. So like, all right. So then we leave or whatever like that. I'm like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you was talking to those guys a little way too long. I was like, I was not gonna go back in there because after I finished my beer, I was like, yo, I'm gonna go check on the pizza. And then
he ladies and gentlemen, he left to go get the pizza and sent me a text message. Didn't come back. He sent me a message to come outside because he did not want to conversate with these gentlemen anymore.
Yeah. I don't blame him.
Yeah, we just didn't have time for all that. We got to shoot the Ambition Hour. And plus, like, that just seems so hella suspect. So, yeah.
Amen. I feel that.
So I thought that was really funny.
You just got to sometimes, like, speaking on that, picking from that. Thank you for that alley-oop, Javier.
You got it.
That's why you my brother, bruh.
Chris Paul.
Stick with it. So this past week, something that I've been really big on has been like this whole like, if you ain't adding value to my life, and you ain't adding positivity, and you ain't adding like, we don't gotta be talking. You know, like we don't have, like, we cool. Sometimes I feel like our past like is always haunting us for some reason. Like, why? Like, why can't the past just stay in the past? Like, why is it that us as humans cannot just let the past go? It's so crazy. But I kind of understood a little bit today why, having a conversation with one of my really good friends. And it's like, the past is like, you don't know when you're going through something why you're going through it. You don't understand why you're going through it. You don't really process it as well as you would in a couple of years. So now that I'm getting wiser, I'm noticing that a lot of the things that I've gone through in my life have been what have molded me into the woman that I am today. There are things that from when I was 14 years old that are creeping up into my life again, and I'm trying so hard to understand why that's happening. And then, but from trying to understand why that's happening, I'm also understanding that I'm holding on to those things. That's why the biggest take back from the conference was like the bitterness and like holding on to that, and holding on to like just how I feel about certain people, and then how I am so afraid to have certain conversations with people, and it's because I'm not really real with myself. So once I start to become real with myself, then I start to discover that, okay, this is why you're going through this, and this is why this is why you're feeling this way. So it's just like this week has just made me really just open my eyes and understand what is really going on. This week also.
Also, it was Mac Miller's birthday today on the 19th.
Happy birthday, Mac
So, yeah.
Miller, and rest in peace.
This Saturday. Yeah, so this next one that we roll is for you, Mac.
And so this week, this whole thing with a Future dropped a project.
Wizard, yeah, man, we was bumping that almost basically the whole way up there, because it's a bit of a drive over there for the listeners. It's like an hour and a half drive for us to go up there, and we listened to a couple of songs, and I really do like it. Like, I don't know, like everyone's talking about online is like, oh, we're tired of the same content. To me, I'm like, I'm not.
I mean, honestly, I guess it's I like him as an artist and stuff like that, but I don't think it's the same content. I think that it changes, it varies. Future and Hendrix, those two albums are way different from The Wizard. So like I mean, it's to each his own, you know. I mean, Drake did his good numbers on Scorpion, you know, but you know, time passed by now, and you got a lot of people tell you, album was okay. You know what I'm saying? So
I don't care for Scorpion, like, at all.
I mean, I've been a Drake supporter for years, and I can just tell people this right now. Like, that's the only album like I literally did not care for at all. I'm talking about all of his.
But was it because it was long? Was it because it was like the A side, B side? Was it because it dropped after the Pusha project?
I don't know. I felt like maybe it was geared only towards the Pusha, and it wasn't geared like a Drake gear. You know what I'm saying? That's I felt that because I'm listening to it, and I felt it was more subliminals and not him focusing like just doing him. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of why I was just like, maybe that's probably why. It's, you know, like, he probably had a lane he was going, and then when this Pusha T thing happened, it kind of like switched him up. You know?
Yeah. So what do you think about, what's your favorite track on there on the Future shit?
What is it called? Promise You That?
Promise You That.
Yeah, Promise You That.
Promise You That. I'm gonna be really honest. I haven't heard the album. I should have, because I was thinking about what to listen to on the way, but I just ended up listening to the City Girls. So that's
not a bad choice. Shout out to the crib.
Well, the City Girls, and then I also do have the playlist that I have on Apple Music that I've been listening to, which is Bad Little Vibe 2018. So if you do have Apple Music, please go ahead and download that playlist. It's pretty lit. I have the boys on there. I have some songs from 2018 that are hella vibes. But yeah, I've been listening to that. I've been listening to, but I haven't listened to the Future album. But yeah, so you guys have listened, do you guys recommend it to like people to listen to it?
Definitely. My favorite joint on there right now is the Temptation one.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, but like I'm gonna be honest, like it's like a tie between those two. You know what I'm saying? Because if you could like the same thing with my boy, how he did the Temptations joint. If you can make Temptations like a good song, like to me, like I'm always listen to that kind of joint.
Let me tell you
about temptation.
Temptation.
Damn,
Now,
man,
what you're gonna say about it? You're gonna elaborate on it. What you're gonna elaborate?
I was doing the libs, huh?
What you're gonna elaborate on?
I was just gonna say if you would have said that other song, I would have just said that song.
Yeah,
like yeah, if you would have.
No, that's. I mean, yeah, I like that one too, though. Yeah,
That's
crushed
it.
up.
So this past week, okay, so I'm definitely gonna listen to the Future album. Definitely gonna listen to the Future album. But this past week, on Friday, I decided to take the day off from work. Hey.
A little lightweight 4-day weekend.
A little lightweight 4-day weekend because your girl is off on Monday as well.
I'll take it.
So, yeah, I was like, on Monday, so my parents went out of town or whatnot. I don't know. So, I took my parents to the airport. I went to the beach. It's literally like once you get to the airport, it's like getting to the beach is not that hard anymore. Like, because you already made like a majority of the trip. That's like how, if you don't live in Miami, then you don't know. We live hella down south. So the airport is like midway to the beach for us. So midway is kind of good for me. So like midway, so then just take it to the beach. The beach was awesome. The weather was amazing. January in Miami, I recommend it to anybody. Like there has been
Facts.
some amazing weather. Here I am talking about the weather. Like, what's real? But yeah, I mean, it's because I got to really experience it. I experience it every day, like, because I love going outside for lunch. If you follow me on Instagram, then you know that I love being outside. Like, that's like one of my favorite things. So I took the day off and I was just like, I'm gonna go to the beach. Miami weather decided to go ahead and go on the same plan as I had. So I was in like sun coma. I was gonna say another way, but I think it would be taken a different way. I was gonna say, can I say it? And then you guys tell me if like it sounds weird.
No, we can edit it out, okay?
No, don't edit it out. It's vitamin D coma.
Oh, whoa.
Hey. I mean, that's probably what I need, but okay, so yeah, so I was in the sun like all day and would fall asleep.
I said we could have gone without that joke.
I mean, I had already said it. I have to be real with my people, man. I have to be real with the Ambition Hour podcast
Facts.
people. So I have to like say how I said it in my head. You know, so so the beach, I fell asleep so many times at the beach. It was so amazing. I fell asleep like I was in my bed. People probably walked by me and was like, what is going on with this girl? But something that I would recommend and always recommend is to go to the beach by yourself because it's a really good time sometimes. Going to the beach by yourself. You can do what you want.
Very underrated.
Very underrated. And I
go by yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. That is an Ambition Hour podcast advice.
Oh, and Ambition Hour podcast conference coming soon.
Ooh. Yes. I like those power moves, Hav. But yeah, so I went to the beach, whatever, it was cool. They had all of Ocean Drive closed down. That was pretty questionable. I didn't know why. But I was with it. You know, that was cool. You know, it's always cool when you can walk in the middle of Ocean Drive. I don't know. And so that was just pretty cool. Something that I also do recommend is take a day for yourself, you know, just to disconnect, reconnect, you know, feel the earth and be around people and be in the presence of like what we live in, like just like taking
off your phone for 6 hours.
I was definitely off my phone because I couldn't see, and you know, I was doing something important. I was in a meeting at the beach. And that was my eyelids meeting.
Because they haven't been able to see each other.
Because they haven't been able to see each other. So I was sleep. Guys, so what's really going on with y'all boy Soulja Boy? I mean, what is it, Young Draco?
Soulja Boy.
Tyga. Big Draco.
Get it fucking
man.
right. Big Soulja. Legend.
I just wrote
legend. Big legend.
But what's going on with him? He's
Something
like
serious is
everywhere.
Something serious is going on.
He's
I mean, it's funny what we're doing right now and stuff like that, but like, I don't know. I think something going on like with him, like with the whole copyright and fragments with the whole gaming console thing. So I think what he's doing right now is pretty smart. He's trying I just read a report that said his streams went up 78%.
Where?
In the last couple of days.
Like his songs?
His songs.
And so you think that the reason why is because he's trying to
gain some money, because just in case they try to like come after him for that, sue him for that. So in all actuality, he's I mean, it's funny, but he's smart. Like, no matter however you look at it.
So wait a minute. So hold on.
Uh-oh.
So he's trying to like divert us from like what's really going on,
because a lot of people don't really know that, but they're
telling us.
Like he's really trying to just take the.
He's trying to cover his ass.
Yeah.
Just in case if something happens, you know what I mean. He'll probably have some money in the back end for music and receiving it from that, and then now he's getting.
So he thinks that he like people owe, like that there's like motherfuckers owe him.
No, well,
nah.
Well, though this report is what this report is saying is basically he's trying. It's preparing. He's gearing up for a lawsuit from Nintendo.
Yeah. They're
so
basically
he's trying
warning,
He's trying to gear up his music and have that and get revenue like that. So his music streaming up by 70% means that he's going to be receiving a lot more income. Right?
Is he?
Well, yeah. I mean, you make money off of your streams.
I mean, that helps him out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because
right now all the music that he has is independent, so that's 100%
facts.
him.
So if anything happens to him with Nintendo, because what I read in the report from Nintendo, it's like a warning. So who knows if they'll like go through with the suit.
Look at reporter spits though.
I mean, correspondent Spitty.
But that's dope though. But I'm saying that it's dope that he actually right, exactly. It's dope that he's taking the clout route.
Yeah.
Hey. And he's that's dope. He's
viral
his
virus.
Streams, yeah, you know, he's getting the streams up.
Yeah,
and it's gonna help him out in the long run.
But he makes a lot of sense, man. He's kind of has like that voice of like you when you hear him, you're like, you know what, you are right. And it's just crazy. It's just crazy because he did do a lot of shit, and he is a pioneer. He does deserve a little bit more credit. People do take him as a joke.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. The guy that owns the Lux Boutique, shout out the Lux Boutique.
CD Spits.
Facts. He gave us some jewels about Soulja Boy. Man, yo, he's not lying. Soulja Boy is a legend, and that's something like I was sitting up there and amazed because I was just laughing. And then when he started talking and he started saying like, oh, Soulja Boy was like the first person to, you know, the vape pen shit or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and then
to
like,
bring the hoverboards over here and shit. Here. You feel me? Like he's an innovator. Like, y'all niggas is laughing, but he does do shit behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying, that people really don't want to give him credit for. As far as this music shit going on right now, like, don't buy into that. Like, it's not true. Like, all this biting shit that people are trying to like play into right now, that they're biting, so like that's a joke.
Drake,
that's a joke. Like that whole Drake thing, that's a joke. Drake was giving him like paying homage to him, like in my opinion. That's my opinion.
What do you think about it, Claudia?
I don't really care.
That face says it all.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I just don't really care. Like, because I see him everywhere. So as soon as I see somebody everywhere, it's just like, oh, they're just doing promo. Like, they're just doing something to get attention right now. And I'm not mad at that, because we gotta do some things, you know, to get some attention sometimes. I get that. I understand that. But once I see you on more than 2 YouTube videos on my time thing,
It's kind of hard to buy what you're selling.
that's too much. That's way too much. That means I have way too many options. There might be 5 different stories I ain't trying to hear. So I don't care. Because then now to me, it's just like you're just looking for attention. But then I'll watch like 5 interviews of Meek, because that's what I've done this whole album. But it's because I fuck with the album. And, you know, I guess it's because I also think like I not that I don't take Soulja Boy seriously, but it's like, just from what I'm seeing off of social media, it's not something to be taken serious. So why am I going to take it serious?
Yeah, but okay. Well, just to play devil's advocate, what about seeing Future do all these interviews? I mean, Future's been doing so many interviews. I've never seen Future talk so much.
I saw an interview that he did.
I love it. Every second of it.
Yeah, because he hasn't done interviews in like years, though. That's why the only reason why I'm checking them.
Yeah, but it's the same token, like you guys are saying, okay, if I see you do more to videos, it's like, all right, you're trying to sell me something, and I don't really want to hear it.
I'm not knocking Soulja Boy for doing those interviews like that.
Yeah, I'm the one who feels that way.
She said that. Yeah.
Okay.
But then again, like, I don't really necessarily take him that seriously. And then, but when it comes to Future, like, I see what he's doing. I tried watching one of the interviews. Maybe it wasn't the right interview to watch, but I couldn't finish watching it.
Let's talk about the Angie and Rocky interview.
Yeah, we gonna talk about.
Oh, my
that.
bad.
We gonna talk about that, boy.
All right, we ain't go over in the pre-production meeting.
The pre-production meeting. Oh damn, my nail, guys.
That's 2 nails down in this episode.
This is like, yeah, like this nail is hanging on by a thread. Let me just put the hand over here, ladies. Y'all know how it goes. When you don't want to let go of a nail, but it doesn't stop bothering you and stop driving you crazy. These nails, guys, these are my natural nails. They're pretty long, if I do say so myself.
For the viewers looking, she's showing the nails.
Oh yeah, if you're if you're listening, then I'm just
viewers.
showing you guys my nails. If you follow me on Instagram, then you see how long they're pretty popping. I'm over here talking about my nails. Okay. Anywho. Okay. So Future, I watched an interview of his, and I didn't really care for it. I didn't feel like there was a lot of energy. When I feel like somebody that is doing an interview, there's not a lot of energy, I don't care for it. Because I want to be not entertained, but I want someone to at least be a little enthusiastic. Do you guys not see how animated I am? And you really want me to see somebody who's like, and it talks like I can't. I'm sorry. I couldn't watch the whole interview. I just couldn't watch the whole interview. But I wish him nothing but success. I heard some other things that, like, he's saying about that Russell Wilson, like, that Sierra makes him do, like, he does whatever Sierra makes him do, and it's just like, why are you talking about her relationship?
Because we petty.
Exactly. Why are you talking about her relationship? Like, she's married. He has a kid with this. Married. Yeah, like, she has a kid with this man, and you're over here saying that? Like, what's really good with you? So, listen, I'm always gonna take the girl's side. I'm sorry. Like, that's just how I am. And then that's what I see that he's talking about in interviews. And like, okay, like, just be cool, bruh. Like, just promote your shit. So Yams Day was I think yesterday or something like that, and they had a lot of special performances. They even had like a WWE
type of ring
like a ring.
That was
there. That was pretty cool.
In the Barclays Center.
Yeah, they did it to celebrate one of their members, right?
Yeah, Yams passed away.
Yams passed away.
The RP Yams.
Yeah, so they have this like, this concert at Barclays Center, and it looked pretty lit from all the videos that I saw on Instagram. Shout out to Instagram. Oh, did you guys see the video with Little Yachty's performance? There were mad lights there.
Yeah, it was crazy. She looked insane. It looked really crazy.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
And the energy too from like Rocky and like just I don't know. That was really.
I loved it. Meek showed up, so that was pretty cool.
Meek and Soulja linked up. The record probably coming soon.
I also saw a picture of Fab with Meek and Future, which is kind of normal, I guess, right? Because they got like songs together.
That's a nice song though. Them three.
Bro, you know that in Uptown Vibes, Fab's part where he says something, something, something. I just want to see you dance salsa on the that beat, the way that he like makes it like, that's how he wants her to bounce. Oh man, it's late. I'm a little lit right now. I didn't even drink like these boys did. So like how I said a little bit, he kind of jumped the gun with the ASAP interview, with Angie Martinez.
Shout out ASAP on the screen for quite some time now.
Yeah, he's been there. That interview was awesome. I loved it.
You checked it out, Spitz?
I just seen a little clip from it.
God damn it, Spitz.
The Frank Ocean part. The Frank when he called Frank Ocean a genius.
Oh yeah.
I love that.
Big facts.
Oh yeah, he like, and then Tyler the Creator. I love that. I love that he talked like that he was telling Angie.
And he wanted to get an interview for Angie. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, and then how he wanted to be a part of the interview. Imagine, like, it would be A$AP Rocky, Angie Martinez, and Tyler the Creator. And he was saying about how like Tyler the Creator is very like rude.
Yeah,
but it's like he's just being funny.
He's just trying to be funny.
And I've seen shit like that because I saw him in that video, that Christmas video for the the Kardashian Christmas, and he was just so outlandish. Like
I love that type of comedy though. I'm not even gonna fucking lie to you.
Yeah,
of course you do.
It's hilarious to me.
I hate that comedy.
Yeah, he is pretty hilarious.
But I thought that was awesome. I went back and I looked at a clip because Angie Martinez introduced or surprised Rocky with Rakim, and Rocky's real name is Rakim, and you get to hear the conversation of like, because Rocky's just like, can I call my mom, because obviously his name is Rakim, you know, his mom named him Rakim, so they call moms, and it was just an awesome thing. And so the interview was pretty interesting because he spoke about something. The reason why I'm bringing it up is because something that he spoke about in the interview that kind of like sparked my attention, that I even told Hav to listen to it and watch it so that way he can kind of like understand where I'm coming from. And that so something that he did mention was this whole thing about how female rappers, like of who he likes to listen to. So he starts talking about some of the female rappers, and then he makes this point on like how he doesn't really care for female rappers that are rapping like men, because he says we already have enough men talking like that. So I don't really like, you know, like, and he brings up the example of like Sweetie, how Sweetie has bars, but she's also sexy. You know what I mean? And it's not like anything that's degrading to women and things like that. So that kind of put things into perspective for me, because I have been listening to the City Girls, and I'm not saying that their type of music is like really, really bad, because there have been some songs that I've listened to that it's not just about taking men's money and, you know, what they rap.
In the race.
Yeah, or like, you know, talking about what they talk about. Because some of the songs that they talk about, and like some of them is like talking about how, you know, they can't be in a relationship because they're trying to, like, you know, they got goals. And that's something that I'm noticing a lot of more women artists are being open to, is talking about how it's hard. It's not hard, but I'm taking this time to just focus on my music right now. And right now, a relationship is not something that I'm thinking about. So there's been more than one. So that's the song that I love from that project, which is Give It a Try featuring Jacquees. Bro, Jacquees he ain't the king of R&B, but he be singing them things.
Yo, he can sing. That's just being honest. Like, you know what I'm saying?
He has the song. You guys should listen to it. It's called Give It a Try. It's with him and the City Girls, and I really like that song.
I'll give it a try.
I'll give it a try.
I hate you guys. But yeah, so that just sparked like something in me that I was just like questioning a couple of things, because like, I'm all about women empowerment, and I'm all about like women talking very positively to one another, and that the music, even for men, is set at a certain standard towards women. Like, it's not degrading to women. So when I listen to songs by women who are kind of degrading, it kind of like puts me into question, like, am I like about women empowerment? Why is it that I like this? Is it because of this? Like, it kind of just like it kind of like makes me really think about like, it really makes me think about like, as a woman, what is it that I can do to kind of change that in hip hop, or to even highlight women who aren't talking like that, or women who, like, why is it that we're so in love with like this whole like taking men's money and like getting bags and purses and like all this stuff? Like, do you know how many times I've thought like, man, life would just be a lot more easier if I just got myself a sugar daddy, and all I had to do was just be a little nice to some of these men that be DMing me, and I probably could get it back from them. But it's like, I'm trying to like process this, because it's just there's just so many things that are going on in my mind right now when I'm thinking about this, because this is something that I genuinely think about like every day. And the reason why I think about it every day is because I'm not quite sure exactly what is the main purpose of some of these songs, and how they make me feel, and how they make other women feel. Because I know that I'm not the only woman who likes these songs. So it's like, is this something that we just accept, and it's just like, oh, we just like those type of lyrics because they make us feel good. They make us feel like, yes, 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 girl. Like, yes, get that bag, sis. You know, like, but then at the same time, it's just like, you're being kind of degrading to men. So it's just like, I don't know how I really feel about that, because I feel like it's about equality. And then so to bring up the point of the video, of the twerk video that I made the boys watch, I like sat them down and was like, yo, we're gonna watch this video. I love the video, by the way.
Yeah, no regrets on watching that video.
Facts.
If you guys
I'm praying for you, Offset.
If you guys haven't seen the video, the song is called Twerk. There's a lot of twerking in the video. Ass everywhere. They had a twerking contest. Girls got flued out to Miami for the video shoot. All expenses paid. They had like, and then the ones who didn't win got like $1,000 for even showing up. Like, why didn't I get this call? A girl can twerk. Your girl, listen, y'all didn't know this about me, but I could twerk, and I could have been in the video. Jarrell, listen, you can't be behind the camera doing shit like. Your girl can twerk, okay? I didn't get the call for the video. And I'm really upset, because I really could have been in the video.
Yeah, we're going to make sure we get you that call next time.
And I really could have been in the video twerking. I know your girl hasn't, I know my weight ain't all the way down, but I could have really been in the video, you know, representing for the Latina. The only Latina I saw was a Cardi. That doesn't even matter. It was full of women, and I loved it. And I love that it was so empowering. And let's be honest, ladies.
Cardi?
Let's be honest, ladies. We love twerking, and you know that we love. There's some. I can't speak for all women, because that's not fair, but some ladies, we like seeing some ass, and so I love the video. But then it brings up a question in my heart, in my mind, in my soul, in my character. It brings up a question. This is degrading to women. Is this degrading to women? You know, I had to put that into a question form because it did raise a question. But, you know, is this degrading to women? Because here you have women shaking their asses the entire video. You know, they're not wearing any clothes. If this was a man's video, we would be outraged. We would be like, I've been on this show before, and I have said how there have been videos with that is men, and that they have women doing the same thing that these girls had them doing in their video. So it's like, all right, so I don't like it when the man does it, but when a woman does it, it's like, okay. I am on a woman's side, but then another part of me, like, you see, like,
it's a battle.
Yeah, it's a battle because I love the video. I fuck with the video. I understand the concept. The song is called Twerk. There's twerking in the video. There's this, and that. But then it's like, but if it was a man, I'd be like, bruh. And then you think about like Back That Ass Up and how that song was kind of like that. But that video, if you remember, you guys remember the Back That Ass Up video? I remember watching it when I was younger and being like, oh my God, this song is the best. And then when the Wheezy part comes and then they like lift up a girl and she's just like, but it's not the same thing. So then you're like it's a constant battle. So I really want to know from the ladies, from the fellas, from whoever watches the show, comment if you watch it, if you listen to it. I really would like to know your take on this. Like, is it excusable because these are women who are shooting this video, who are in the video, who are the ones of the song? Or do we give them the same treatment as we would the guys? What were you going to say, Hav?
No, that I just think that it's definitely difficult to see. I see what you're saying, and ladies, definitely let us know what do you feel about that, because that's a little conflicting as well, even for us, because it's like, do you guys want to be called bitches and hoes or be so like it just trickles down to that.
Or you just be like, you hear him saying things like, bitch, that's my bitch and stuff like that, and we know that's a term of endearment, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like we're not gonna knock you for that, but to just double down on what he's saying, it is kind of like, troubling to us if we had a video where it was just me and Hav, and then we had like 6 girls in there twerking, and you'd be like, oh, what's going on here in this video?
Yeah, we pride ourselves on not like having that, or like not putting down women.
Yeah, trying to
you guys,
women in that.
Yeah, you guys.
And that way. So, but then it's like
that girl in the last video though. Last week's video.
But then if you have the girls twerking and doing all that, you're considered more of a sex symbol and more desired. So.
Yeah, it's kind of confusing to us. So
it's
but
super
we'll stay in our. We'll stay in. Well, I'm good with staying in our lane. Yeah, how we're doing it.
Yeah,
we're good.
Definitely to uplift women. You all are beautiful.
We're always going to empower women. How we're going to empower them. You always are going to see women in a beautiful light from us in our videos. And yo, shout out to fucking Cardi B in the twerk video too, because you know what I'm saying. At the same time, it's like we like we need videos like that too, because like you explain what you get from that video.
Yeah.
You get me what I'm saying? So you explain the concept of the video, and if you know the concept of the video, you can understand what comes from it. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So it's no biggie.
Yeah, no. I love the video. It's just like I said, like, cuz what stems from that was like watching the Rocky interview and just hearing him and like hearing this man like say that. And, like, he just put it into a perspective that it made me understand, like, oh, maybe there is something wrong with this. You know what I mean? And, but listen, I'm all about equality, awareness, and positivity. And I'm also about minding my damn business. So if you want to go ahead and twerk your ass off in a motherfucking video and shake that shit for a little $1, I ain't gonna get mad at you. Because what I'm gonna do is mind my business all the time. So that's me. But I did have to raise that awareness that is something that really does happen, and what is happening in my mind, and not just in my mind, because obviously a man spoke about this in an interview. So it's just something that we need to be talking about a little bit more, so that way we could really understand this. So, like I said, we're going to mind our business. We're going to end this episode right, because it's the 1-year anniversary of my baby, the Ambition Hour podcast. First of all, I want to say thank you to my mama. Thank you to my dad. Thank you to God, to Jesus. Thank you to Havin Spitz.
Dubs up.
Thank you to YouTube, to SoundCloud, to Apple, to everywhere that you can listen to us to.
Everyone that's left comments,
Everyone
likes.
that's left comments, likes. Anybody that has subscribed in the past year. Anybody who said that I wasn't going to make it. You too. Because I don't do it for you. I do it for me. But I know you don't like it. No, let me, I'm so not that person. Like, shout out to the haters. Like, I know I don't have haters.
To 50 more years.
Yeah, like to 50 more years. I'm just so grateful. Thank you. I wanted to give a special thank you to Complex, who let us host the first episode at his studio with Dino. So shout out to that. That was the very first episode, episode 1. I want to shout out to everybody. I was just looking at the board today, and if you haven't seen the board is the board with all of the pictures that we have from the Ambition Hour podcast. And it's from the beginnings, and it's just a blessing. It's just been such an amazing experience, and I'm just so grateful for all of you guys who have been a part of it. I feel like I have gotten sicker the more the episode has gone by, and I appreciate you guys for sticking with me.
Sorry for the snuffles.
And yeah, and I'm sorry for the sniffles. You know, I am here. It's the most latest episode that we have ever done, but it's okay. I know you guys still love me because I love you, and I am grateful for you. So, let's end the show. I'm gonna start singing more for y'all because I love ya. Hey, hey, hey. All right now. Hey, hey. All right. So for the 50, I can't even say it. Oh my God. This is so weird. It just sounds so crazy. All right. So from my home to yours, have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for tuning into the Ambition Hour podcast. This is your girl, Adi 3000.
Okay.
And I am